時系列。謎の脅迫状は映画スターのもとに届いた。あれこれハテナ誰か会ってない人がいんの？マジ？暴露写真は脅迫に使われた。無実の罪で亡くなった者の死体は昆虫の秘密の暗号を中に隠していた。こうか。あれ？ミック死後。あ、映画スタジオで発見された。なんかこのハテナパーシーだね。奇妙なメッセージはミック死後。ピルか。事件の全貌はフランクと何か関係があるかもしれない。え？こうか。
Someone has threatened Mr. Cassidy Lupus, the famous movie star. The threat was based on photographic evidence of the wolf having a romp with a famous writer. Fillmore says the message was written in some kind of ancient insect writing, which could have something to do with the disappearance of the bodies and Frank.
Chapter 3 Meat is Us.
The insect writing and the disappearance of Frank's body. Are these two things really connected, or am I chasing ghosts? Either way, all roads lead to the Hive. As we slowly left downtown Clawville, and the ominous outlines of the Hive's buildings began to appear, a kind of panic took over. Turn back, screamed a voice in my skull. I knew I was going to need an insanely strong cup of coffee before we crossed the border into Roachtown. Luckily, Zip's coffee shop was right on the border, like a last beacon on a raging sea.
めっちゃ雨降ってるけど。
I gotta have a coffee, otherwise I won't survive the night.
Rough one, huh? It must be awful mingling with so many rich and famous people.
Guess what? It really was. And that movie.
Was it really that bad? But I still want to see it.
Trust me, you don't want to do that.
There's no justice in the wilds.
There sure ain't.
かわいそすぎる。この雨の中傘もささず。
Maybe this little thing really knows something.
もうちょっとカラーで見たいな。なんかあったかい感じでいいじゃん。うん。
Wolf premieres tonight, but what are the chicken police doing at the event? Here's the new Clawville Chronicle!
Wait, what?
Here's the new issue, sirs.
What do you mean, what are the chicken police doing at the event? This just happened. Or it's still happening.
I don't write the news, sir. I just deliver it. This is the Clawville Chronicle!
Stop shouting, will ya? We're standing right here.
You hear that, Sonny? News travels fast around here.
And there's a mole at the station.
あら、マレンさん。
We're going to the slaughterhouse, old beaver. Any advice?
You're going to get yourselves into the hive, huh? Then I wish you all the courage in the world, and of course, a shotgun.
Finally, somebody speaking my language.
Anything else, Pops?
Don't get yourself killed, sonny boy, or who'll be godfather to Martin's little chick?
What the?
I haven't asked him yet, Pops.
It shouldn't be such a surprise anyway. After all, who else could it be? Zip?
What? Don't even say that.
Quiet. He'll hear you. Then who knows what he'll put in our coffee.
You're right there.
マーティ。子が生まれるのか。
Hey, you two, still alive?
Why shouldn't we be?
Little birds were tweeting that you were swooping in and out of the hive like it was your own. It's a wonder your heads are still on your shoulders.
Maybe it's our charm.
And because we're fearless police detectives.
Yeah, sure. I don't need the goat shit. So what do you need? I don't want to get involved in any of the hive stuff. I got enough problems as it is.
What kind of hive stuff?
Oh, give me that, Sonny. I'm not buying your detective mind tricks. You know what I'm talking about. The place is a big pile of TNT that's been lit a long time ago. Maybe it was you two.
Why is everyone bringing that up?
Listen, Zip, this is important. There are some things we'd like to ask you. You've got a perfect view of the hive, and you seem to have the right contacts inside.
Don't flatter me, Sonny. I'm not that easy, but, I've made some useful friends over the years, that's for sure.
Well, this is the perfect time to serve the public good, buddy.
Public good my ass. Well, okay. Spill your guts.
お、あれこっちも尋問女
We
王。
visited Queen Zaneta. Can you tell us anything about her, old beaver?
Ah, the Great Web, am I right? Quite a woman, huh?
Well, it's not often you get to mingle with living legends. Except you, of course, Pops.
All right, the smooth talk's still going, I see. But let me tell you something about that woman and the Great Web.
We're listening.
As much as they seem weak and vulnerable now, and even to be at the forefront of the insect cause like some kind of freedom fighters, we must not forget who they are and where they come from.
What exactly do you mean?
You know. Until the Segregation Act was passed, before the insects were isolated from the outside world, the Great Web preyed on them, just as the Clan does now.
You mean all that, we're reformed rhetoric is just a cover?
I'm sure they mean it sincerely now. After all, if insects are suffering, there's nothing to take from them. But once things improve, they'll be back to being the predatory tyrants they used to be.
Oh, thanks for your honest thoughts, Pops.
Don't mention it. That's all you get from me, sonny boy. Honesty and bad beaver jokes, of course.
Oh, yes, the famous beaver jokes. You got one up your sleeve right now, don't you?
Of course I do. So, I went to Nautica last time, but I didn't stay long.
How come?
There's something fishy about that place.
Oh, that was awful, old-timer. How can Desiree stand it?
She can't. That's why I'm here.
We had a little trip into the hive, old beaver. How can I say?
Not a heartwarming experience, am I right? I remember when it was a real buzzing, lively place. Wonderful people, fantastic food. That too, Martin. I know you spent half your teenage years there. That too, Martin. I know you spent half your teenage years there.
I used to love hanging around the Honeyfall Tower and getting into trouble with the boys.
Well, these are different times now. We've spoiled everything for the future generations.
Hey, you're not supposed to be so ominous, Pops. In fact, you're usually the one who pours the spirit into us.
All is not lost, even I know that. But there's less and less hope.
We'll make sure there's still some hope, old beaver.
Yeah, I know, sonny boy. You were always a hopeless dreamer deep inside, despite your grim and pragmatic exterior.
See? That's what I always tell him.
Meat.
So what do you know about this MEAT?
It's a meat substitute. The cheapest and yet the best one. It crushed the competition like it wasn't even there.
And the new factory?
The old textile factory was converted into this new plant. And it's huge. So big, you could be sure it's not just producing for the city.
They're going for world domination?
With a product like this, they'd be stupid not to. They can't make it as fast as it sells.
And the king? What does he say about this?
Nothing. Or maybe his paw's also involved. Who knows?
Well, we have to get a can of this. I want to know exactly what's in it.
I got one right here. You want a sample?
Ooh.
5 Clovillian bucks.
What? But Zip, this is public interest. It's a police matter.
If you have a warrant, you can seize it. Otherwise, $5. You want it or not, cheapskate?
You're such a piece of crap, Zip. Here you go.
Thanks, my man. Here's your can.
これは分析したいね。巣箱。
What's the mood like inside?
What kind of mood? No mood there, Sonny. Just misery and anger in their purest form.
How the hell did we get here?
I suppose it was a rhetorical question, but the answer is simple. Our beloved king made some stupid decisions. Putting the insects behind walls was just fuel for an already blazing fire. Now these flames threaten the entire city.
When will they reach us? Today? Tomorrow?
Who knows? Any moment now. And the closure of the textile factory has made matters worse.
And the MEAT plant. Doesn't it provide more jobs?
Fuck that. They're moving the animals by bus through the hive. In and out, in and out. Not a single insect works there.
But why? Why risk it? They could end up having the place burnt down by furious, starving insects.
I don't know, Sonny. You'd need a detective for that. Are they hiding something? Well, ask them.
You know, Zip, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
What? Go into that fortress? Good luck, roosters. It was nice knowing you.
Cluck, I'm having deja vu. It's like this conversation has already happened once.
More than once. But we always survived, didn't we?
A rooster walks into a meat market until he ends up on the counter.
What kind of saying is that?
I just made it up. Clever, huh?
Don't you worry about us, Zip. We're not gonna barge in unprepared.
Maybe ask old Blood Boil for a tank. Huh, the posters say he's got one.
Ha ha. Very funny, Zip.
Not a bad idea.
We're not asking anybody for a tank, Marty.
だよね、ブーボーだよね。あれ？いけないんだ。あれ、どこにも行けない。どういうこと？
I don't even mix my coffee with whiskey. It's a matter of principle.
Hey, you two. Still
Why shouldn't we be?
little birds were tweeting that you were swooping in and out of the hive.
Maybe it's our
聞いたの？
charm.
ん？もう別に調べる必要もないね。
What about this? What's with the chicken scratches?
So you've never seen one of these?
Actually, I have. It's some old insect writing, I think. Someone used to scribble these on my wall. It didn't make much sense because most insects don't even know that language anymore.
Do you know anyone who can read it?
Nah, I don't think so. But I have a guess who you should show it to.
Who?
8 limbs, otherworldly voice, blood-curdling looks, and implacable manners.
The Queen. Cluck, we barely made it out of there alive. Any other ideas?
Who knows how old that witch is? 100 or more? If anybody knows anything about old writings, it's her.
Yeah, maybe we'll try. Thanks for the tip, Trash Panda.
You're welcome. But order something or I'll throw you out of here. This is a decent place now, okay?
Okay, okay. I could use a cup of Java.
Make it 2, bartender.
Wow, where did you find this? Maybe in an antique shop?
Does it look familiar?
I even had a book with similar writing, and my dear wife Desiree knew a few words in that language, although the writing didn't look exactly like this.
You mean this could have been manipulated somehow?
I don't know, I'm not a writing expert, but anything's possible. I think they used codes like this in the wall.
They did? Oh, that's interesting. Thanks, Pops.
No problem, boys. But don't go yet. I've got a new beaver joke if you're interested.
Oh, no.
Sure, Uncle. Hit me.
So, I gave my assistant a to-do list, but he only did jobs 1, 3, and 5. Turns out, he only does odd jobs.
Oh, jeez, help me.
I love it. Hope you never run out of them, old beaver.
I wish my wife shared your enthusiasm, Martin.
行きますか。女王のところへ。本当に女王、あれは肉はもう自由に移動できる。そうでもない。警察行ける。ブーボー行けるね。
Well, did you bring his body?
そうだった。
The truth is...
He's gone.
Gone? Oh, great. Did he run away or someone take him?
They took him, and I think we know where.
Disposing of evidence, huh?
Pulped.
Pulped. That sounds interesting.
You know what? We didn't say anything, old creep.
If you find him, let me know. I might be able to help you out.
You got it. But no funny business. You're not gonna eat Frank, okay?
Ooh, what are you thinking, hmm? The very suggestion is offensive.
あれ、いなくなっちゃった。
The old owl has seen us bleed on this bed too many times. Sometimes I feel it gives him a kind of odd power over us.
渡したかったのに。
Let's go.
いた。ダグラス。これ入れたんだ。
Life goal? Not to bleed to death here one day.
What about this?
Gives me the creeps.
I feel you, brother.
Those two deserve each other.
Hey, buddy. How's it hanging?
That bird is crazy.
Who, Boobo?
He tried to cut my arm off. He said he'd replace it with another one, but I'm sure he wanted to eat it.
What, Boobo? Oh, no, he's not like that.
Don't get cute with me. You wanted me dead, right?
So he didn't even treat you?
Actually, yes. After I told him that I wouldn't let him cut my arm off, or anything else for that matter, he finally just set the bone straight, and voila! Good as new!
よかったね。
So you can play the piano again.
Well, my first thought was that I could grip the bottle with both hands again. But damn the feathered heavens, yes! I will play the piano!
That's fantastic. Glad we could help. But your friend is still a crazy-ass son of a duck.
He may be a fantastic doctor, but he's a madman, and almost certainly a cannibal.
Well, nothing can be ruled out.
So, if you don't mind, I'll be getting back to my future. And my love.
You mean Zenaida?
And my piano. Yoo-hoo! Into the hive!
Title drop again.
Stop that right now, Marty. Old owl, how come we always end up here?
Ah, そっか。ピアニストと話すだけ？まあいいや。
My favorite chickens.
Ah, that's nice of you, Doc.
I think he was being ironic, Marty.
Now, Well, it's still good to see ya, you big hoot.
You are a real sweetheart, Marty. Well, what do you want?
We were just passing by. Thought we'd see how you were doing.
Sonny, there's a lot of things to say about you, but selfless do-gooder ain't one of them. So cut the chicken shit.
Okay, I get it. Actually, yeah, we do want something from you.
Ooh, what a surprise. So spit it out while I rest my eyes.
What do you think about the current situation in the city?
And the Hive, the riots?
Aren't you suspicious of what's happening around the meat substitute factory?
The king's been acting pretty strange lately, don't you think, old owl?
Sleep, is he?
Yeah,
I never know if he's sleeping or ignoring us.
that's the question, Marty.
He sleeps all the time. Do you think it's his age? How do you, as an insider, see it?
Pluck you, Marty. Besides, he's probably just had too much morphine and formaldehyde.
And he probably doesn't care about anything in life anymore.
That too.
Shit, it's not good for him to be alone. Everybody needs someone. Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. You've got me anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Douglas.
Thanks for fixing the Kakapo's hand, Doc.
It was an interesting procedure. It would have been easier to just cut that hand off. But for some reason, he persisted.
A bar pianist attached to his hand, huh? What a freak.
Thanks. Let's hope he can get his life back on track.
Who cares? Good night.
Good night, Boobo.
He sleeps all the time. Do you think it's his age? How do you, as an insider, see it?
Pluck you, Marty. Besides, he's probably just had too much morphine and formaldehyde.
And he probably doesn't care about anything in life anymore.
That too.
Shit, it's not good for him. Oh, I didn't mean to offend you.
Yeah, you're right.
meat.
We managed to get a can, Boobo. You want to see what's in it?
What am I gonna open it with? My beak?
Boobo, you've got an operating theater in the back room full of sharp things to saw bones with. Go on, open it.
Those are precision medical instruments, Sonny. I'm not gonna wear them out on a tin can.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
ここのものじゃなく缶切りを探せ。
For all the illegal stuff in here, the old...
ここじゃないんだよな。
Marty's right about one thing. It's better.
キッチンがあった場所はフランクの家とか。寝室。
Now the boss is gonna kill us.
Not if he doesn't notice we were here.
Yeah, we'll be like the insect ninjas of Titania.
Featherland.
Ah, shit. So much for being a ninja.
You only said your name, so I'm gonna make my move, and...
You're not going anywhere.
Featherland. What the hell are you doing here? Where the fuck did you go from the crime scene? We found a dead body. For the love of the great wild ones.
We're on a hot lead, sir. This time for real. We found some paper and,
You didn't remove any evidence from the scene, did you?
What? Oh, no, boss. What are you thinking? That would be extremely unprofessional.
and dangerous. and punishable.
You're very lucky we got there in time. Mr. Lupus is already safe, if you're interested.
Thank goodness.
To anything with hair or feathers on it, that's fantastic.
A great weight has been lifted from my heart.
Don't tell me. I was literally dying to know what's going on with him.
Enough. Furry clucking hell! Is everything just a game to you? Pull yourselves together. And I want an accurate report on my desk tomorrow morning of everything you've done today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get out of my sight, birds.
あ、モーゼスたちもいる。缶切り。
Hey, Mon.
Hey, birds. You're pretty bold coming back here already. Blood Boil is out of his mind.
We need some information, Mon. Plus, we like to live dangerously.
Yeah, well, I got a dose of that today.
Oh, yes. What was it like investigating with the boss bird?
Pretty deadly.
Come on, it's a typical Monday for us.
And you, Mon? How come you're still here? You should be home by now.
Oh, first time we go somewhere together and you're already giving me orders?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Relax. I was just kidding, Sonny.
Don't do this to me. It's been a crazy night already.
So, need some info? Want me to dig out some ancient files?
Yep, we might have something here.
ほう。
Listen up, guys. I've got a job for you.
あら。
An important and delicate task.
Well, well, this is new.
Yeah, I usually pull you guys out of trouble, not the other way round.
Touché.
So, it's Chief Inspector Bloodboil's birthday.
Good for him.
He's 65 now. You know what that means?
It means he should have retired 20 years ago.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Shut up, Marty.
It means he's been a cop for 40 years. 20 of those years as a superintendent. And that's worth celebrating.
But, Mon, the city's a wreck. We're in trouble and the chief can't see out of his head.
That's just it, boys. Doesn't he deserve a little celebration? To forget for just a moment what's around us?
Actually, yes, he does. Few people deserve it as much as him.
That's it. And I need you to help me make that happen.
What do you want us to do?
We need 3 things. First, get word to his friends.
Does he have any?
Well, not real friends, but acquaintances, at least. Moses and Plato, Zip, Mullen, and Bubo will do.
Wow, what a bunch.
And we need a present. Something that means a lot to the old dog.
Okay, we'll think of something. What's the third one?
Just be here. Tomorrow night, get it all sorted and get back here before you hit the clan for good.
Afraid we won't make it out alive, huh? And you'll have to get through the party alone.
No, don't be tacky, Sonny. I just want everybody here. So we got a deal?
Well, no promises, but we'll try.
Good. I'm counting on you guys. And the old dog, too.
What do we know about the meat factory? Owners? Anything useful?
Your old friend Ibn Westler was the owner of the enterprise. It was actually the business he wanted to eventually bleach himself with and end his involvement in organized crime.
Well, we prevented that.
Actually, his brother stopped him, but whatever. That's another story. But what happened after that, Mon?
Well, as the Westler Empire collapsed, the gangs that formed as a result started a war with each other. In essence, we're still living in the aftermath.
And it's partly our fault.
Let it go, Marty. We had no choice.
Really?
The meat company eventually ended up with the Golden Fang. At least, that's the rumor. Nobody really knows because the hive was closed and, well, you know the rest.
We have to go there.
No, you don't necessarily have to get yourselves killed. I always say that.
And I always adore you for it, but that's not how it works.
I know. But really, try not to end up like fried chicken, okay?
This is Lady Kayla. Do we have any information on her here at the station?
When I got back here, I started asking around. And I found out a few things, but not much. She's a bit of a mystery.
That's Sonny's type.
Marty, not now.
Her real name isn't Kayla. It's Gloria Jane Gardner. She grew up in a small village. Her family was neither poor nor wealthy.
Pretty average so far.
Too average. She went to school, not good and not bad results. Then she went to a small, not very prestigious college. And then she got engaged to a small-time melon trader.
And she ended up back in Clawville, right?
No, she didn't. And that's the weird thing. She had an endlessly boring and empty life, and then she just disappeared.
Disappeared? You mean she just left?
Maybe she did. Nobody knows. 10 years of her life are completely missing. Not a note, article, photo, bank statement, land registry, birth certificate, nothing. She disappeared before her wedding, and there's nothing for 10 years.
Then she came back.
Yeah, she did. With a bang. She was a completely different person. From then on, she's Lady Kayla, posing as a spiritual guide, a healer, a psychic, and a mentor.
I could use a good physiotherapist.
This is all before the church was founded, right?
Yeah, but not long. She attracts animals like a magnet. Couple of years and she'll have a congregation and a registered denomination. The rest of it, well, you pretty much know.
Quite a life. But that 10-year gap worries me.
Me too. Thanks, Mon. That was very helpful.
Glad I could help. And to tell you the truth, this woman gives me the creeps.
You're not alone. Wait. What?
誕生日誕生日あとプレゼントってなんかあるかな。